back with another vlog. Today, as the title says, I'm gonna talk to you guys about the exhaust situation. When I did the exhaust, I said there was a few things wrong with it, and we're gonna work on that. We're gonna talk about that. And then the tint situation. As you can see, this side has tint. I don't know how well you can see. This little window does not. This does, and this window does, but it's currently down. And the back also does. The other side does not. Now here's the problem. I mentioned this in the last vlog. The person we worked with was a person that was doing it from their house, and you know, it was a side gig, and that's all fine. That's not a problem. I actually encourage that, right? If you are able to do something properly and you want to make money from that, do it. However, this person could not do it properly, yet they were charging to get this done. Now, nothing against the person, but in my belief is the only time you actually are going to charge somebody to do something is when you're able to do it properly and they are not. I'm able to throw tint on this car. I just can't do it right, or at least the way it needs to be, with everything clean, no deposits in the film when you put it on, everything. Just that meticulous part of it. Now, the problem with the tint. Well, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see, but the back window has some bubbles, more notably somewhere around here. Like there's a little bit in here, and that's not from dirt. There's little bubbles in here, and I don't know if you can tell, and there's some here too. Now, the reasoning for that, and this is what the person told me, is because the car is used and not new, debris got in, and basically that's unavoidable unless it's a new car. Well, that's not true. You go to a shop and you don't pay somebody, or at least not everybody does business like this that works from their home, but somebody who's got an actual business and, you know, customers, continuous customer flow, and somebody, you know, that gets reviews from those customers, that wouldn't be their answer. They would get it done the right way, where there is no debris in the film, and you put it on and everything's exactly how it's supposed to be. Tint without realizing that it's a film. Once again, I'm not trying to bash that person, just I believe if you're gonna offer a service, you better be able to do it exactly how you're supposed to do it. I can do it too, I just can't do it exactly how I'm supposed to. All right. That's the rant about the tint. So what we have to do is we are going to go get it done by a professional company. Now, unfortunately, they charge $25 per window to remove old tint. I'm not going to pay $75 to get, on top of the price I'm paying to get tint, to get it removed. So I'm going to remove the tint. That's going to be one agenda for today or tomorrow. Well, I'm hoping to get to it today. It can be a pain. It requires a lot of heat. And the second agenda, of course, is the exhaust. Now, I have a box with exhaust, but you know the exhaust is on because you've seen the video. This is replacement rear both mufflers. So this is both mufflers. Now, the gentleman, the person, I believe it's Shen. I could be wrong, and I apologize if I am. He got me the pipe because one of the tailpipes. Let me show you real quick. So this tailpipe is straight, and if you can tell a little bit, if you can, let's see, maybe this is a good angle. But this one's straight, and you can see that one's just a little bit downwards. Not like, if you're not paying attention, you wouldn't notice it right away, but you would at some point notice it. So we do have a new muffler. We actually have both of them. I don't know why I got both, because this one I think is fine. It's that one that's tilting downwards, and it shouldn't be. But my other concern was over there, the pipe hangs just enough to where I can't put the bottom floor brace that's for basically rigidity of the car to make the chassis a little bit more rigid. I can't put one of them back on. I was able to put one on, but not both. Well, that was not addressed as my concern. That was not addressed. The muffler was, that pipe was not. We'll figure that out. But you know what? They worked with me. They kept working with me. They made sure they took their time to make sure the components were correct. The next batches were good. So hopefully, now I have no idea if this is going to be true, so we'll find out together. But hopefully, at least the right side is no longer pointing downwards. If it is, I have extra mufflers, which means I can go to a shop and they can properly weld it. But if it does turn to be that, I will have to say this once again, this is not how you do business. I shouldn't have to go to a third party to fix something you're creating. I shouldn't have to go somewhere else where you're offering an aftermarket exhaust to fix your welds. You shouldn't be creating exhausts if you can't properly do it. But that's jumping to conclusions. This could be already good. So before we jump to conclusions, let's check it out. Man, I don't like doing a lot of talking. I like to show you guys the cars. Today I'm doing a lot of talking. Exhaust is a little warm right now, so let's get the heat gun. I got to change the battery in the GoPro. Let's get the heat gun and let's start working on the removal of the tint. This one might be, the back might be a pain, but at least the sides won't. So let's go ahead and get that done. This is what your car looks like. We removed, there's a panel here we removed the back. This is what it looks like when you're got glue where it's unreachable. The glue's pretty bad right now in this location, so we had to get rid of that because you just couldn't reach in there. I need to go, I think I can use Goo Gone. From what I've done a little bit of research just now. I can do Goo Gone and get rid of that. So I want to make sure that's ready for the guys at Tint. I don't want them to deal with this. I mean, they're still going to have to clean the window, obviously, to make sure there's no particles or anything like that in there. But, yeah, I don't want them to deal with the glue. So, got to take the wife's car. Got to hit, like, I have a AutoZone or Lowe's right down the road, literally. So I'm going to go real quick there. Probably the AutoZone, just real fast, just to pick up some Goo Gone, because apparently we don't have any in the house, or at least none that I can find. So we gotta do that. What do I have here? I have my extension thing. I don't want to get rid of this pad because it'll help the cloth grip. But I don't want to use this because this is for cleaning windows. I don't want to put the Goo Gone on there. So I put 2 rags so it doesn't soak through. Let's see how it works. Goo Gone is a miracle. Just spray it on. Try not to get it on like plastic. I think the metal is okay, but obviously you just want to make sure you clean it all up before you put anything on. But spraying on where your, stickiness is, the glue is, let it sit for like 2, 3, maybe up to 5 minutes. You literally can go in with a clean rag and clean it up. Wow, I am impressed. That's the first time I've actually gotten Goo Gone to work the way I needed it to work, but that's because I actually followed the instructions. I know, it's shocking. You follow the instructions on something and it works. Holy crap, look at this guy. Look at him. Look at him. He's just hanging out, bro. So now I think I'm gonna just make sure there's no like goo gone sitting on the metal, clean up whatever I can with a clean rag, some water maybe, put everything back together. It's 1 p.m. We started this at like 10 a.m. It's funny, taking off the tint wasn't bad, just sitting there with the heat gun wasn't bad, but getting rid of the glue is horrible. I don't know, we'll see. I really want to get that done because even though it's not major, like looking at right here from this angle, you can't even tell, but I hate it. So we'll see. It's not going to be easy because, you know, you don't have a lift and you got to work underneath here. This is a bigger pipe. It's the Y pipe attached to this muffler, so got to unhook there, kind of hook in the mid pipe. Got to rip all this off from the hanger. I might take it out, put it here just to see if it does droop like this, because you can kind of tell when you're looking at the muffler, or the silent or muffler here, and then the tip. So like here, and then it kind of droops. So it goes, this is the muffler straight like here, and then you can see right after that it does droop. So if I can get at least know if that's good, we'll see. We'll see. Let's finish this up. Here's one thing I do want to complain about the guy that did tint. So when he did the tint, he had to obviously move the door card or door covers to put tint on there properly. Well, when he did that, he didn't seal it up like he's supposed to. So this is how close this rubber piece gets in there, right? Let me show you guys something. And by the way, all the doors have been like this. So I just did the passenger front and the behind the front passenger door. This is what he left me with. Like, this is not fully on. You have to take off the door. You have bolts that you have to take off. You have to lift it up, put it over the lip, put that down, and then put everything clearly. So here's the thing. I don't like talking crap about people, but if you're gonna half-ass a job, this one might actually be on there right. But if you're gonna half-ass a job, and that is what this is, you should not be offering a service. I don't care if you're a professional working from a store location or if you're somebody doing it from home. If you offer something, you need to do it right, because if you don't, you are responsible for correcting whatever issues are caused or happen from you not doing it right. This is absolutely ridiculous. Had to rant. Had to rant. It is what it is. That's why I don't offer to do somebody's brakes or something like that. Because yeah, I know how to do them, and I know how to do them right, but I don't want the responsibility just in case something goes wrong. Well, at least we got that on. Got one more screw to put on. So it's pretty easy. There's a little cover here that you take off. So it comes off, it sits like that. Nope, am I right? No, I'm wrong. It sits like that. You pry it from the top very nicely, easily. You don't have to do anything crazy. And then this sits here. Just use a screw and lift each one just a little bit, and you'll be good. So that's what I'm trying to do now, is fix somebody else's either laziness or incapability of working on vehicles. And then I don't like leaving it that way. I don't like showing you something and then, so right here there's a little notch. You just put like a little screw and that just comes up. You don't have to force that. The 2 screws, Phillips. Then right here in the controller for the window, all you have to do is just slit like you can do a very thin, there's no actual, I'm not seeing any kind of slot that you can put something in, so it's kind of weird that they did that way, but there's 3 under here, so you can just kind of do that. And of course, you know, while I'm damaging my own car. Learn from me, people. Learn from me. I do have trim removal, ironically, but it doesn't fit under there. So that's why I haven't been using it. I mean, it fits, but like it doesn't really work well. It's made out of plastic, and that's what you're supposed to be using, supposedly not to damage, but like, I don't know, it doesn't work. So that's why I'm using the screw, but now the screwdriver is making me mad because it's causing more damage than I would like it to. Minor damage, but it's damage nonetheless. There we go. There it is. And you can just disconnect this. And there you go. So now you just take off these screws, those three, and then literally everything else just kind of pops off. You can start at the top if you want. As you can see, you just heard that pop. Just kind of. That's all. So now I'm going to go ahead and finish it up and show you. So for instance, this is how it came, that gap. Now let me show you when I'm done. All right, so now you lift, so it sits over the, so let me show you guys real quick. Here's the door, see that lip right here? This lip? Well, this here needs to go over that lip to get that good seal. So, all you have to do, not be lazy, look at that. I don't even have to fully snap it all in. Look at the difference. You see that gap? That's just ridiculous, man. Ah, people annoy me. And look at the difference. I mean, granted, this clearly he was forcing something in there, because like you can see that the rubber, but like that's the difference in the seal. I mean, like, is it hard to do the... All right, I'm done. I'm just annoyed at people, and I think this one's good. This one looks all right. Just annoyed that people don't like to do things the right way. All right, so real quick for the exhaust. So I mounted up. So like looking at the exhaust here, I'm gonna let you guys kind of look at it from an angle. You guys tell me, what does that look like? All right, let's see. So if you're looking at it from the side like that, this is straight. Does this loop go down? I don't think, maybe not as much. I really don't want to do this right now, but let's get it done. It's just going to be very annoying to deal with the hangers. It's not the bolts this time around. It's not the bolts. It's the hangers. Ah, fine. Fine. All right, well, now we're gonna need some WD-40. Let's see if we can get these hangers up. That was a little easier than anticipated. All right. I'm telling you right now, if you don't have a lift, and you can afford to pay somebody to do this, just do it. That's annoying. As much as I love working on my car, not having a lift is annoying. Although, and the right tool for this would be somewhat helpful. That was way easier. Instagram time. Gotta take a shot of this. All right, so it's on. It looks even. from what I can tell. I don't know, you guys let me know. Obviously that looks new. I didn't replace the other one, it is over there, but I didn't really think I needed to. I mean, I get it, one looks newer than the other, but it'll look like that soon. I'm not really worried about it, but it looks even. Now I gotta drive it real quick and see if there's any like clunking hitting against it. It looks like it was pretty close. We'll see if there's any new noises. So let's put it down and see what happened. I'm not hearing anything, guys. No exhaust leak, no clunking. We're good. That's good stuff right there. All right. Well, finally we did. That was a long day. It is officially 3 o'clock. We started like, I don't know, let's say 11 a.m. I think I said 10 earlier, but I think it was more like 11 a.m. I know I was procrastinating, sitting down, watching some TV earlier. So let's say we started about 11 a.m. It is 3. That's not bad. That's not awful, but it feels good. Exhaust tip is no longer pointing downwards compared to the other one, and it there's no noise, no clunking. We're good. There is so I was talking about that brace earlier, the brace for the mid for the floor brace or whatever it is, where the mid pipe is. There's 2 of them from Honda. I could fit one but not the other one. Well, there is a different, Ultra Racing makes a different one that looks like would clear it, so might have to give that a shot. But let's see if it makes noise when we go over our driveway bump. No, we're good. We're good, guys. And as I sometimes do, I can't talk in these vlogs. I sometimes don't finish on the day off, so you know I gotta finish after I'm already at it. I appreciate you guys for watching. If you did watch this long, 21 minutes, it's a couple of days later. I don't even know how many days. It's been a while. I've actually done some things, so a little quick hint on what's going on. On Instagram, I already posted it. I did do an install on my car. That video is coming out. If you saw the Instagram post, you know what it is. We did go to get the tint done. That video is still in progress of being made as well. And I think that's it. Am I forgetting anything? I might be forgetting something. Regardless, thank you for watching this long. I truly appreciate it. And what do you guys think of the new logo? I bet you didn't notice it. It's there. Thanks again. I'll see you in the next one.